I'm honestly pretty annoyed of all the doctors giving us opinions on Trizepatide and Ozempic, so I will see you guys in 60 days. I am not a doctor, and this is definitely not medical advice.
One eternity later.
Ozempic versus Mounjaro, or Trizepatide. Let's talk about it. But before we do that, let's see the facts. We're always so worried about the new hot topic of things that are killing people force-fed by the media to us that we're forgetting about the one that's been killing millions of people for the past few years. Over 1 billion people were obese in 2022, with a 51% projection of total human obesity rates projected by 2035. Now that's some scary shit. Now, I'm not going to pretend to be a medical expert here, but I've taken both of these compounds for the very sake of doing this video. So we're going to break this video down into 3 different parts. My experience with these compounds, the risk of taking these compounds, and should you be talking to your doctor about potentially getting on one of them. Now, if you're watching this and you're fat, this is just something that you'll probably understand. Eating until you're full, and then you just keep going because it's in front of you. Or out of pure boredom, you'll pull up your Uber Eats app, and next thing you know, there's a 2-for-1 deal for Big Mac meals, and yeah, of course I need to eat 2 of them right now. Like, no, you're just mad because you just lost that game of League. As a disclaimer, I took both of these compounds after losing my initial 100 pounds. But that shouldn't matter, and we're gonna get there later. Started with Ozempic, I took 1 injection a week of 0.5 milligrams for 3 weeks. And oh my, that was enough. Now, if you guys remember in Will Tennyson's video where I would eat my 2 avocado toasts with the eggs and the tomatoes on top, it took about 5 days for the medication to really hit me. And after that, I would only eat about half of an avocado toast and I would feel full, like full. Like I just came out of a Chinese buffet full. It was such a ridiculous concept to me. And then generally I'd stay full for about 2 to 3 hours until it was time to eat again, which for my eating schedule fit really well. But there was one side effect I just could not handle whatsoever.
Some of the most common ones are gastrointestinal issues, such as nausea and vomiting.
1 in 4 people who take these medications will experience some form of nausea or stomach issue.
Some weeks I can vomit up to 200 times.
Now, for me, obviously it wasn't nearly as bad as this person, but I was having trouble finishing any workout because of the fact that I was getting way too nauseous. Feeling spacey or what? See little stars? Oh, now we're moving. I'm so nauseous. And another really annoying side effect that I received from the Ozempic was the cramps. Ouch, fuck, cramping.
See that back leg a little bit.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Cramping.
I'm talking 10 out of 10 cramps and take me out completely for 10 minutes without any real provocation, which was very annoying. On Ozempic, I lost about 5 pounds in 3 weeks, but I was actually just trying to maintain my weight. So all in all, it was definitely a successful trial. But personally, seeing how my goal is bodybuilding, I wouldn't do it again since I was having trouble working out. Now, the company Transcend actually sent this over when they sponsored me. And I followed their protocol-ish. Because I think I had taken Ozempic before, I was a little bit less sensitive to it. So instead of taking the 12.5 units to begin with, I only took that for 1 week, didn't feel anything, and jumped directly over to the second loading dose, being 25 units.
Start low, and they slowly increase your dose while monitoring how much weight you're losing, how many side effects you're experiencing.
As I make this video, I've been on Trizepatide now for 3 weeks, and I'm already down 18.3 pounds. Now this is in combination with a very heavy calorie deficit and a very intense workout routine. Now, in comparison to the Ozempic, I don't feel that ridiculous fullness when I get full. I'll have trouble getting my last little bites of my meals in, but I don't feel sick or I don't feel like I ate too much, which is perfect. And that's exactly what I was looking for. And the biggest difference I feel from the Trizepatide compared to the Ozempic is the fact that this is not only a GLP-1 agonist, but also a GIP agonist. Not only do I feel full when I'm eating, but I will feel full for much longer. So instead of being full for only 2 to 3 hours, I actually feel full for more 3 to 4 hours. And then I'll get hungry again after that, but that's if I keep busy. Because we all know that an idle mind is, well, you're gonna get in trouble. I think that the biggest difference from Trizepatide is the fact that I don't get nauseous during my workouts, or at least very rarely. And is the nausea caused by the Trizepatide, or is it the fact that I can now push myself very hard again to the point where it might just be the intensity of my workouts? Now we're going to talk about the risk of using these compounds, because nothing in this life is free. The main risk I would think about using these compounds is if you were to stop using them suddenly without fixing yourself mentally regarding your weight issues in the first place. Because we all know weight loss is a lifelong fight, And maintaining your weight is going to be considerably harder than losing it in the first place. So what I'd probably be scared of is if one day the government were to just ban all GLP-1 agonists, and next thing you know, everybody that's taken them hasn't actually fully mentally checked themselves yet. Because they would probably just go right back to binging, because when I cut the Ozempic cold turkey, I was hungry. Like hungrier than I had been before. Now, I personally managed to fight these feelings because I had a bodybuilding goal in mind. But for somebody that has a goal maybe a little bit less ambitious than that, you would probably be at risk. And as anybody that's ever gained too much weight knows, it's a very slippery slope. One bite turns into 10 very quickly. Now, another more medical risk of these compounds is the fact that because it'll slow down the passing of the food between the stomach and the intestine, so through that valve, there is the risk that it might slow it down a little bit too much over time and have trouble correcting itself once you get off. This has an extremely low occurrence rate, but it's still something that you should be aware of. Again, nothing in this world is free. And now there's a bunch of other serious issues that have been linked to these compounds medically. But that leads to one very important question. The demographic of people usually using these compounds would probably already be at risk of developing some of these serious medical issues due to the fact of being morbidly obese. So was it the Ozempic or the trizepatide causing these issues, or was it the pre-morbidity of the fact that they've been living an obese lifestyle for the past 30 years? I'm very sorry here, but I would be quicker to blame McDonald's than I would weight loss strategies. And lastly, should you try a GLP-1 agonist? Have you tried everything? Probably not. Okay, you're right, go back. Or, no, I swear I actually tried everything, then yes, you should probably go see a doctor and ask about some information. Or, did you try everything and no? So have you tried doing exercise, a fixed diet, and upping your water intake? Was it longer than 60 days of consistency? No? Then okay, you're right, you didn't try everything, try that. Or you did it for 60 days, yes. Do you have a condition or a disease slowing down the process? Something like hypothyroid, an injury, or some hormonal imbalance. So no, you don't have any of these. Did you actually try? And are you kidding yourself? If you did, try again. Or no, I don't have any of these conditions. Yes, I actually did try. Then yes, you should probably go see your doctor and ask about it. Or yes, I do have one of these conditions that could be slowing down my process. Going down, I'm not a doctor, you should probably go ask your own doctor about it to see if it's even safe in the first place. No, it's not safe, then no, you should probably not do it. Or yes, it is safe. So yes, go talk to your doctor and ask them about a GLP-1 agonist. So to finish off this video, I'm almost ashamed that I felt the need to say myself that I did this after losing my 100 pounds, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you do it. Obesity is an epidemic, it's a plague, it is something that is ruining our world and our society. The big companies and the fast food government is making an incredible amount of money off your back being obese at the expense of your life. So whether you have some sort of gastro surgery, you use an Ozempic, a trizepatide, a GLP-1 agonist of any sort, or you just do it old-fashioned brute force like I did, it doesn't matter. Lose the weight, be healthier, and I promise you, you will be happier for it. And not only you, but your family and your loved ones. So if anybody is interested in losing some weight, I am hosting the 90-day challenge currently. We will be starting on April 29th. Signups will be in the bio. No stress if you don't want to. I really just want to help as many people as I can change their lives for the better, the same way that I did. Have a good day.